Alright, hello. That was a very quick transition. But hopefully soon we'll get some transitions going here for the Eversio channel. Hello guys, we'll be casting and streaming for tonight's games between Eversio and Minus One. This is in the UK EL division, and for people watching for a long time, they know Eversio like to go hard in this event. Usually dominating in the local scene, but sometimes they meet their matches and their makers in this event. They've had some good runs and they've had some potential room for improvement, let's say. But Project Eversio comes in the name, it's always been in the works, always trying to gather the best talent locally to put them together on one team to compete in favor of the island of Malta, right? So we have some more changes to the lineup here. For those that are unaware, for tonight we'll be having Iglos in the top lane, Mechanics in the mid lane, Iconic in support with Awaken in the AD carry role, and Varsal will be jungling. So a very shake up on things. Let's say Mechanics out of nowhere is in the mid lane here starting off. We also have the Awaken transitioning from support to AD carry while Iconic goes to the support role. I don't know what happened, what kind of a handshake these two guys did here to completely swap their roles, but they're trying it out for this event. Let's see here. Hopefully soon we'll get into the draft. It should be quite the challenge, as the opponents Eversio face today are all in the master elo. Yeah, from what I can see here, I might not have the full info as one of them. Okay, he is actually unranked. Okay, that's why, because I have their OPGGs here, and I'm like, what? He plays Gangplank. He has one game. But everything here is like literally all orange KDAs and red KDAs, so it's quite scary. I see we are trying to get into the draft, so I'm gonna quickly switch on over before we start. Just this thing here. There we go. Alright, 1 second. Alright, so for today's draft, I mean, usually with Drakur, you know, you get the classic Yon, Yasuo bans, and for today I imagine we're gonna be getting the Darius ban for Iglos. In terms of what Eversio will be banning, well, problematic picks of the meta. I mean, Janna is something their support plays. Worst man here from -1. -1 of course being the enemy team. Let's keep that in mind, okay? So every time we mention them. We see that Diana ban here, so Eversio going for that strong jungle ban, of course. Now, -1 jungler doesn't really have a great win rate on Diana, and doesn't really have a great KDA. You really need to look out for his Nidalee, his Jarvan, his Lee Sin. He seems to be that kind of jungler that takes over the games in that level 3 spike and starts winning from there. So Eversio better pay attention to this. It's a bit different than Varsal's style. He really likes to go for the full clear and only take advantage of what's necessary. I think Varsal's way will scale better though, so if they can get around this jungler, might be the best way forward. Let's see here, the bans went by quick. Varus and Mel from -1. Varus being a very strong pick in the current meta as well, so it makes sense with these bans. We see two, Aphelios, for those playing solo queue, know that has a very strong champion, especially with all the crit buffs. He had to be nerfed twice already. Meanwhile, Eversio go for the tried and tested Ornn pick, usually winning them a lot of games, but I really don't like the first pick, blind Ornn here. There's a lot of champs available that could go against it here, like the Ambessa, like the Cassante as well. So let's see how it goes here. -1 here, lock in the Lulu Aphelios, a very nice high scaling bot lane here with the early aggression from Lulu. Let's see what Eversio go for with the difference in comps here. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Awakened used to really like playing the Xayah, used to really like playing Ziggs. I think Ziggs does really well into Aphelios Lulu, for example. And there it is. Hey, bring back Awaken in the bot lane. Alright, so we get the Ziggs locked in. What's next here? What do we get out of the support pick from Iconic? Is it going to be the Nami is the question. It's the question on everyone's mind here at the moment. What will Iconic pick in his debut against Lulu Aphelios? Heals would be nice here, as you can keep poking, chipping away. Oh, we'll go for the Jarvan pick for Varsal. I think that's a very clever move as well from Eversio here. Taking out Jarvan and leaving Lee Sin and Nidalee. Of course, I think Nidalee perhaps does even Lee Sin kind of win the 1v1s against the Jarvan, but Jarvan has a lot more ganking and utility for his team. So they took that champion away here. Also, Jarvan, you know, kind of very strong in the current meta. You just press R on the ADC or the carries and they just kind of disappear. No real counterplay to it. -1 though, do take the Poppy away. This could be Poppy jungle. We see Poppy and Talia getting a lot of pick priority in pro play these days. A lot of dashes, a lot of ways to negate or to even just, you know, hold the ability and yeah, and just make it about these mind games of you cannot dash while I exist, right? So let's see. Last bans, we see the LeBlanc ban. This could potentially signal that they want to go for Orianna Jarvan, such a strong combo, and -1 sort of react accordingly by banning out the Orianna. So let's see what they go for here. Options for mechanics, we have Azir available. Azir works well with the attack speed buff from Jarvan. I'm a bit out of touch with what he plays these days, but he's a man of many talents and he could bust out any champion. Let's see here, last ban, Zed. What would you be thinking if you want a Zed ban? Are you thinking about Zerat? Are you thinking about Syndra middle maybe? Let's see, LeBlanc also does counter the Syndra mid. Let's see here, Xin Zhao locked in, so this could be a Poppy top, Xin Zhao in the jungle. Xin usually does better with the Enchanter mid lane, but these days he's very strong, isn't he? He also has that ultimate which can deny Jarvan, can deny the Ornn, and also scales very well as a champion on his own regard. So let's see, what do Eversio go for here? Right now, -1, if they lose that Aphelios, it's a very big problem. I like the Bard pickup because it kind of does this. If Aphelios gets locked in, Eversio have a way to engage on it, right? I want more damage here. I really need more damage from Eversio. Something in mid that does a ton of damage, scales well. Unfortunately, mid lane in the current state it is not the best lane for it. Ryze would be a nice pickup here. I'm not too sure if Mechanics plays it though. Let's see, what will it be here. There's the Azir, as mentioned. It does fit the niche. It does a lot of damage and scales well. So very nice. -1 here. Have the counter pick mid lane though. What do they pick against the Azir? It will be that Talia. Wow, a lot of ways to deny mobility here. Eversio might be in for a tough one here. Keep in mind, this is not best of 3, guys. This is best of 2. So we just have the 2 games and that's it. Okay, so I'm not aware if it's fearless. That's the one thing I don't know. But yeah, we'll get into the lobby quite soon whenever they're ready. And let's talk a bit about the draft. So we can see late game here, let's just start earlier on in the lanes here. Ornn against the Poppy top lane. Should be Poppy favored. This champion does really well into tanks and does good damage and overall scales really well as well. And can deny a lot of what Ornn wants to do. That's a bit of a trouble for Iglos, but he's really comfortable on the Ornn. So I'm sure he'll find a way to work around it. In the meanwhile, let's see here, jungle matchups. Jarvan against Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao probably on par with the clear with Jarvan here. Does scale a bit better and has great counter ganks into Jarvan if Jarvan overcommits. He's gonna have a rough time. Xin Zhao dealing a lot of mixed damage, which is kind of the name of the game in these fights, and also heals a lot better, sustains better than Jarvan. So a bit tricky here. Varsal needs to play off map, sort of against where Xin Zhao wants to go, and play on his strengths, which he's really known to do well for. So we're looking forward for that here. In the meanwhile, in the mid lane, Azir and Talia. Of course, now Mechanics can play towards not using his dashes and just playing around the range, right? He has the range advantage, he has the push advantage as well. And this champion does scale really, really well. The only issue is that Talia will get to a point in the mid game, in the early levels, where she can just roam around, outpush the Azir. So far, -1 have a really good draft for themselves. In the meanwhile, though, in the bot lane, the Shining Grace for Eversio here, Iconic and Awaken. Will the role swaps make a difference in terms of holding them back? I would assume it should, because, you know, maybe they're off practice of these roles, but maybe not. Maybe I'm just going crazy and I've just been putting in massive hours on the roles. I do like their combination. Bard Ziggs against the Lulu Aphelios should be a nice time. They have the heals, they have the poke, they have that bit of engage because both Lulu and Aphelios have no mobility at all. So yeah, we have a lot of good things coming for us. Bard into the entire enemy team comp is an excellent choice. Besides a targeted dash from Poppy and Xin Zhao, no dashes on team -1. So Iconic has these amazing opportunity to land massive Bard ults, locking up -1 and Eversio taking a fight they want. Jarvan goes in, big ult. Ziggs throws the bomb on top of the Jarvan ult. Azir has the room to dash in, flash ulting everyone. The only issue is that I think Azir comboing the ult, it could be good, yes. If Azir combos into a Jarvan, yes. But if Jarvan goes in first, I think it's nice if Mechanics can hold his abilities and just DPS. But that's just my take. So in terms of team fight prowess, I think Eversio have a nicer sort of even scaling. They are lacking a bit in the AD department, which does mean they have a bit of a bad sieging, but they have Ziggs. And Ziggs destroys towers, as we know. If you give him a second, he'll take a lot more than that. So -1 kind of wants to perform a bit safe earlier on in the game. Scale into the first like level 6-10, and if they can accelerate their Aphelios, this Aphelios will clean house for sure. So Eversio, look out for Aphelios -1, look out for Eversio's late game. Let's see what the first game has to offer, guys. We're about to get in. Or are we now? I don't know. Can we get in? But oh, yes, we are still on Rocket League, thank you. Let's change that quickly. Alright. Is the game gonna start or... spectator delay, brilliant. Why not utilize no delay in 2026? Okay. So, what else can I say that I haven't covered already? Well, let's talk a bit about maybe team fights from -1's perspective, because we said that Eversio kind of are wanting that Bard ult. They have a lot of ways as well to sort of get that good ult, especially something I didn't talk about before, the Ornn ult. Ornn ult here kind of free as well, no mobility on -1 at all. So Aiglos, he can hit those long range ults that he knows how to hit as well. So you have the Ornn ult, the Bard ult, Azir ult, Jarvan ult, Ziggs ult. So much going on there, so much teamwork that we could see in these games from Eversio. Good synergy. -1, they, as I said, do I like their jungle bot lane combination? I mean, if they can single out someone from Eversio, yes. So I guess Varsal is in a bit of danger. Like, let's say jungle bot lane, right? It's only Jarvan that will be in quote-unquote range for Xin Zhao to potentially knock up. But, I mean, Varsal has the EQ, which can also buffer that knock-up, right? Because, you know, Aphelios Lulu kind of need to DPS. They're gun-reliant as well. So, no, I mean, I much prefer the Bard Ziggs Jarvan combination here in the earlier parts of the game. And as we mentioned, like, they're gonna get snowballed a bit out of control if the game goes long, in my opinion. I really am scared of the Talia mid. I think Talia here is the big game changer. If he can get those roams in, get the damage that Aphelios Lulu is missing out in the early game, Talia Xin Zhao could be a very strong combination. Xin Zhao can ult people into Talia E as well, dealing the stun, dealing that extra damage. There's a lot of ways to play around it. And yeah. Alright, so I'm pressing reconnect and it's not letting me reconnect. Ay caramba. Come on. We wanna watch the action. So just so you guys can see, I'm not trolling. Alright. Come on. We can do it. Cheer it on, guys. Cheer it on. You can do it, website. Come on, Riot Games. I'm scared to quit out because I don't want to miss this game. Let's try it out anyways. Nah. Alright. I'm a bit sad about this, but I'm not able to see the game at the moment. Sorry guys, I was typing. I'm trying to find a quick solution for this before we miss too much of the game, but it's currently locked me out from spectating it, which is a bit unfortunate after the thesis about this match and its expectations. Let's see. I hope to be able to find a quick fix for you. Yeah, but beyond asking and just waiting, not much I can do. Oh wow, this is sad. Alright, let's see, maybe one of the admins. Hopefully I can catch parts of the game. I don't want to give up yet. I'm just gonna take a gamble here. What if I close my client and open it again? Maybe, who knows? Let's hope I save it. It's a bug, you think? Call me Joe. Great. So like, is there no way ever to watch matches today? Is it a thing? Apparently I'm spectating, which is brilliant. I open the client, it says I'm spectating, but where's the match? I think if I was spectating, I'd know. We're all here today to support Eversio, but we can't watch them. Because apparently I'm spectating already. Look. But there's nothing. Ah. Okay. Alright, so a bit unfortunate. I'm getting told by some of the admins as well that everyone's been kicked out of the spectate. So no one. Yeah, it is. Hi UK Shorty. Yes, apparently, and he's good on Talia, isn't he? Oh, how sad this is. But yes, apparently everyone got kicked out. We will not be able to watch this match, and I guess I'm bugged out until it comes back. Okay. So, dear stream, what do you suggest we do in the time that we have? Would be nice if I can get maybe a spectate perspective, huh? What do you think? Oh, this is so... Ugh. You hate to see it. Are they potentially share screening? Let's see. No. What do you guys think? Should I bother them? Should I be like, can you share a screen? Or, well, I can't even see where they're on call, to be honest. So yeah, that might be... Even if they share a screen on Discord, I can't see it. Wow. Okay. Rough start, guys. It's not on me, but... Yeah. Alright. So, yeah. It's a known thing, apparently. Nothing much to do. I informed the admins about it. Guys, stay tuned, because hopefully maybe for game 2. I mean, I don't want to disappoint you. But yeah, I mean... Gonna try like just relogging into my account again. Just maybe. Let's see, guys, I'm relogging in again. Let's just hope. Hope and pray with me. Riot Games. I'm almost tearing up, guys. They're 12 minutes in game. We're gonna miss it. Yeah, I mean, we can't really change it, can we? All right. Oh, I'm out of ideas, to be honest. I'm really trying to think of something, but yep. I'm gonna have to put on a puppet show for you guys Talia doing this, Mechanic's doing that. We can't even gauge the debut. We can't really see anything. I mean, another workaround we can do, guys, if it should work, right? Yeah, if we can all agree to watch the replay tomorrow, maybe we could stream the replay together. If this persists, it's one way to do it. We could also maybe, as they finish game 1, watch the replay, and they get into game 2, and then as they come out of game 2, we watch the replay of game 2. Would that be a viable solution? Maybe we could do that. You'd like me to attempt a handstand? Should I attempt a handstand? Let's see. All right, let's see. But yeah, I might be considering to wait them out. I mean, it's 15 minutes already, and then we'll see from there. But let me quickly ask. Sorry guys, I will give you an update very shortly. Just need to type this one sentence. So I'm basically saying I will show replays, I think, when game 1 finish, and then they play game 2 and I show replay of game 2. I don't know. That's my best solution for you guys for tonight. So we still get to see these, and they will be fresh for you, right? And yeah, I mean, you won't know who will win, and you'd still get to see it, right? So that's my best solution I have at the moment. So we're gonna wait them out, all right? And yeah, and show replays. So apparently, yeah, spectate is down at the moment for E West. Yeah, pretty much just classic timing when you're trying to organize an event or something, but there you go. So, but we have the solution, right? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna chill for a bit. They are currently 17 minutes in game. I won't ruin as to who will win and who will lose, right? And we'll go from there. Let's see. I'm trying to think if I need something else. Alright, let's wait for them to finish. And they're 17 minutes in. More or less, guys, how much do you think it will take them? 17 minutes in. 8 more minutes, right? 25 minutes. Do you think 25 minutes is a long shot? Maximum 12 minutes. Okay, so we have 12 minutes together to play a Loldil. What do you think about that? Boom. All right. Alright, here we go. So, let's start with Ezreal, because he's the most popular. Okay, so it's not a male, not a bottom. For sure not Ezreal then. Badumts. Human Magic Born, Mana, Ranged, Piltover, and 2010. So yeah, think about that for now. Oh, wait, I can put them down here. Good. So, female character that is not in the bottom lane, so potentially support or mid jungle. Human Magic Born has a mana resource and is melee. What are you thinking about here? Not from Piltover and higher than 2010. Human Magic Born. What does that mean? Should we try Leona? Oh, not a support, okay. But she's an aspect apparently. Not from Targon. So what are we going with here? Should we try Diana as well, or is Diana from Targon as well? Okay, yes. Jungle middle. A jungle middle champion. That's a woman. Jungle middle champion. That's a woman magically enhanced at melee. What? Any ideas, guys? Wait, let me bring it down. There you go. So, a melee jungle mid female champion that is magically enhanced. Kiana. Okay, I see you. Kiana. Nice. Good one. Storm coach. It was Kiana indeed. Let's see, can you see this one? Our spears heed no armor. I mean, I'm gonna go with the obvious Kalista, right? I mean, okay. That was not that tough. Alright, here's one. It's like a fist. What ability is this, guys? Is this Galio? Galio passive, maybe? No, it's not actually. So, Malphite. Quick update about the game. They're still playing, guys. 22 minutes in, so we either have a 3 minutes more to wait together, or we have 8. Okay. So yeah, we'll have to see about that one. All right, let's try Malphite. It's too easy for you guys, huh? Probably the E, right? Oh, W. No. No. Alright, how about this one? Is that a chemist? Chemistry? Not cinched. Let's see, what is this? A female chemist with a with a corona mask. Any ideas? The delay makes it so hard to communicate between us, guys. But it's a must to keep up with the spirit of the competition. Renata. Oi, 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 there it is. You're on fire today, Storm Coach. He's on fire, guys. Oh, this one I know, I mean. I was 13 once before. Can you blame me? Oi, oi, oi. Okay. It's Sheriff Caitlin. Officer. Whoops. I wasn't 13 for long enough, apparently. Alright. So we did the LOL deal, guys. It's almost 25 minutes. We're soon there. Soon there. And I'm assuming, of course, that will be like a 25-minute thing. It of course could take longer. Ay, ay, ay. Let's see. Hopefully you were 13 for 1 year. Ah, yes. I am hopeful. They say twice you are a kid. Right, so... No. Please let me spectate the game. Riot Games, why? Why you are so cruel? I will try once again to close the client. Maybe you don't know, huh? Maybe it will fix. We try one more time, guys. Third time is the charm. Let's see. Well, the match is still going. It's good. But the fix is not here yet. Alright guys, bear with me. Just a quick 5-minute pause. I'll see if we can get something sorted for this replay, and then we'll be right back. Alright, guys. Hello, sorry, did I scare you? I hope not. Guys, we are back. I have the replay of game 1 and we can get on with it. I'm gonna just quickly post to make everyone know to be watching it right now. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. Here we go as we head on over to game 1. Woohoo! Woot woot. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Alright. Alright, here it is. Hopefully that little snippet there did not spoil much. Alright, there we go, everyone's on roll here. Welcome to the Rift of Summoners, guys. Summoners Rift. What do you guys think of the music that we currently have, or do you still miss the Christmas one? I sure still miss the Christmas one. Oh no, Varsal here. Getting not so friendly welcome from enemy jungle. Now this was quite a long game, so I'm very curious how it does go in the end. A lot has to happen for a game of League of Legends to go to 40 minutes. So far, so good. Awakened back on the AD carry role. I wonder if this is an exciting time for him, or if it's something that he's doing out of necessity. Awakened, the kind of player that once he gets that role swap, he will play like 50 games per day. He'll find a way to do it and play 50 games a day just to get back in control of things. Meanwhile, Iconic was more known for his support role, but his AD carry is legendary, of course. He does have a lot of pop-off moments for Eversio. I do think that Iconic is a better AD carry than Awaken. Even his champ pool is a lot more varied. And Awaken just had some really good supports as well, so I'm really not too sure about the exact reasoning behind the change, but I assume it has to do with comfort. Meanwhile here, Iglos having kind of an easy time in the lane. I expect it to be kind of hard for him to face. And as we expected here, versus bot lane coming out on top here in these streets. Varsal as well, jungling opposite of Xin Zhao. He knows he will not win those streets. So far looks like a good game here for Eversio. CS across the board looks fair as well. A bit of a slight lead for Awaken here in bot lane. Everyone else is pretty much equal. So yeah, Yoon here does not have mana. And he just came off a recall, which is very interesting. He will actually decide to recall again, will he now? Interesting. Italia here will recall once again. Iglos potentially finding first blood here. No. He flashes away before that Poppy Q explodes and he gets the shield. He knows he would have not won that exchange. But Teal now still has flash. But Iglos has the health advantage. There it is, the first dragon he's slain, the mountain dragon. Would have been nice to have Eversio have that, not gonna lie, especially for Iglos. It does not put the biggest damper on things here. The flash from Poppy, but has no mana to follow up. Pretty much a wasted flash resource here. Iglos now pushing forward aggressively. Does he think he can get more out of this play? We see Varsal here around the edge, but he will not make it in time. Meanwhile here, the bot lane of Eversio gets engaged on. Since Varsal showed top, seems like Zinzao wants to pad bot side. Let's see. We've yet to find first blood. So let's see who will drop it first. And this is why it was a 40-minute game, guys. CS-wise, we're starting to see leads here in the bot and mid for Eversio. And a one camp up here situation for jungle. I'm really not seeing any outliers at the moment. Grubs will be spawning soon. You see Mechanics is on a ward here, he's unaware of it. Yoon and Zin here are on the side. Mechanics debuting again with Eversio here, playing once more with them. He is familiar to playing with Varsal and with Iconic, of course. But it's always a bit of a, let's say, I wouldn't say rocky, but you know, it's not always easy to come out with fresh lineups and to get that synergy down. So far that was so good. Is this a classic Eversio lose it at Grubs angle? They are famous for it. But no, look at that, they have patience. Could it be that it's because Iconic is here leading the charge? Awaken is left alone in the bot lane to tend to his own garden. As we see Zinzao here starting it up. Yun is on the side throwing those rocks. That's the first grub secured. Eversio are not too sure what they want to do with this. We see a bit of a split decision making here from Eversio. It does lead to grubs also being secured here by team -1. So objective vibes definitely winning. CS though, it's another story as Eversio are clearly ahead. You can see even in the gold. 500 gold up for Eversio. That's just CS alone. see our first big fight here. Iconic drops the ult, but he lands it on two of his members. It does give space for Awaken to flash and gets the first blood. Eversio looking good on the first play. And if we can keep up this tempo, definitely Eversio's game, as we said, -1 have definitely the better champions for that sort of early to mid game. But Eversio have better scaling. Look at Iglos with the combo. One more, and there it is. Iglos gets it. A kill on Teal. It's a 2-0 lead for Eversio. Let's see, this next dragon is up. It's not really a big time dragon, but of course, one more closer to the Dragon Soul. Such a big game changing sort of moment in the game, right? We've not decided on what dragon we'll have. Could be Hextech, could be Infernal. Could even be Ocean Dragon here. Or Chemtech. Let's see. This dragon will let us know what Elemental Drake and Soul will be getting. Probably Eversio don't want Ocean Soul here for sure. If since of course -1 are up at Drake already, and they're looking like they're gonna get the next one too. Let's see here. There's the teleport from Iglos. Well, he's teleporting a bit close, but he doesn't get interrupted. Mahanix is taking a big trade. We have that Ornn ultimate available. Mahanix puts up the pressure onto Yun. He still has that dash. Now if Zin goes any forward, he will ult. He flashes, ults back. There's the Ornn ult, does it land? It goes wide. Varsal gets knocked back by Yun. And the dragon is secured by Eversio, but Mahanix did fall in the presence. And he also flashed away. I feel like he could have avoided this play. Maybe just ulting backwards. Oh, he gets the Scuttle Crab. But it does get calm at the price, as Varsal and Mr. Iglos get the quick kill here onto Zoom, the Zinzao player. Oh no, Iconic throws the Bard out, goes wide. Does not land. So far okay, looking very strong for Eversio at the moment. We've really not yet seen -1 come out on top in these fights. Iconic there picks up the kill onto Swag. And Awaken pushes forward here onto Billy, forcing him off the wave. Now he could get a lot out of this turret, but he thinks that it's best to recall here, cash in on all his earnings. This is 1.6k gold he has. Let's see, that could be his boots right there. His sword pen boots. Or no, he wants to push another wave. Mr. Iconic a bit indecisive here. He just needs a bit more gold to get to cash in before ritual. It's a very interesting choice of item that TL went for here. Hollow Radiance. Just full magic resist to counter Ornn's damage. Very smart move here by the Poppy player. But it does not stop Iglos from keeping up the aggression. Both top laners here trading ult for ult. Meanwhile, Varsal is showing bot side, which allows Xin to walk presently here into the top lane. Although Iglos gets caught out of guard. As dashing forward leads to his demise, and Xin Zhao finishes off the gank here. Meanwhile, in the bot lane here, we see a lot of damage from Iconic and Awaken. Billy falls to minuscule amounts of health. Sadly, not enough to take him down, though. And Eversio now are down a top lane turret. We're still up to 100 gold, but the gold swing is getting closer and closer now. Iconic going a bit wide there for his marks. We see Teal actually recalling here. Now keep in mind this Poppy will be very strong, already building a ton of magic resist into an almost full magic theme here. With the Ornn, with the Ziggs, with the Azir, with the Bard even on top. It's gonna be a bit hard to scale into these fights for Eversio. Let's see. How do Eversio turn this into a win? Well, they kind of need to get a big fight and take away this Aphelios. Once he's out of the fight, they can maybe look to push out some turrets and get the gold they're missing. And keep stacking. Interesting to note, -1 have actually negated the goal lead Eversio had. So now they're up up objectives. I kind of missed it, but Eversio got the Cloud Dragon, and I swear I was covering that. So yeah, next. So it seems like Dragon Soul will be the Hextech Dragon. Very nice for poking and catching on to people. I think it really does work well for Eversio. A bit better of a dragon, but both teams are kind of away from it. Oh, this could be tough for Eversio. They're bit scattered, but Iglos gets into the teleport. And now they're kind of all over the place here. Akona gets engaged on. And Xin Zhao's in the middle here. Varsal just goes in onto Swag. A lot of damage coming out from -1 as they kite back. They kind of anticipated. Oh, what a shame. A lot of abilities getting thrown, but the cadence from Eversio is just not there. Okay, we can see here that it's starting to show that they're not used to their synergies yet. Varsal and Awaken kind of had a plan. Iconic was on the side. We saw Mechanix and Iglos on the side as well. And then the Bard ult comes out late. I'm not too sure about the Bandle Pipes here from Iconic as well. Considering the only... Well, I guess Azir does get to use it a bit. But you're not really getting too much value out of this item, I think. Question is who... It's like Eversio don't really have the best sort of snap comp, you know, because shielding and healing from Lulu will be enough to destroy, like, sort of. Eversio just have rotations, right? They have abilities, so you know, shielding is gonna reduce the time frame you can be effective, and -1 definitely have a lot of DPS from Xin Zhao, from Aphelios, from the Talia as well. So yeah, Eversio will do better in fights that they get in some poke before. Maybe drop the Aphelios slower or drop the Lulu. Lulu is a big counter to their team comp, to be honest. Any healing mage would have, or shielding would have been tough to deal with here. Let's see. We'll have some bit of downtime here before the Baron, but it should be the next focal point of this match. Baron buff giving stats and the ability to close off games. It's really been key to success for so many games to go in the team's favor. And there it is, the famous Baron Nashor. Aiglos still trying to find trades. I'm not really sure what he gets from dashing in there, but he gets caught on this side here without vision just before Baron, and at the same time Eversio managed to get a pick onto Swag, which is a bit of a shame that Aiglos is not here with his ult. This could have been a one fight, but now Varsal gets engaged on. Xin Zhao is scaling so hard. Look at the damage Varsal takes, and Xin Zhao just remains untouched. And there's the flash forward here. Iconic falls. And I fear, thanks to all the healing and shielding that -1 have, since they have sort of more of a poke comp, Eversio will have a lot of trouble to get through the Xin Zhao, unfortunately. There's Baron up. Okay, well, no comments from me. The Baron was just perfect timing from -1 here. They're really finding these pockets, of course, with Eversio being a bit out of the fight there. A bit of an easy Baron. This could be a bit disastrous, but guys, there's 20 more minutes to this match. So I wonder what happened. You can see Aiglos here running away. He does manage to get out this time. Here we have Xin Zhao here potentially going a bit too deep. There it is. No, the shutdown goes to Iconic. This could have been used so much on mechanics for Varsa. The Ornar does not land the temporal. Oh no, the Bard ult as well is not landing properly here. We're having a bit of difficulties. Meanwhile, Awaken here is just facing an immovable object here. Teal has all the magic resistance in the universe. Could be a big fight here, guys. You see Teal in the front here. Varsal is getting pelleted. Aiglos is running away from the fight. Swag is left alone. Iconic trying to landing the stun, but there's no DPS coming out. The 6 bombs are just not doing enough damage, quite frankly. Yeah, this is really rough. I really have no idea how Eversio can get out of this one. They somehow managed to stall for 16 more minutes. So do we get to see Mechanics scaling to oblivion here? Is the question. Awaken doesn't even have boots. Oh wait, no, it has to be the AD carry thing, right? Yeah, my bad. I'm a bit unsure about this one, but we get the Lulu flash for Arnold. Let's see. What else can we do? Somehow, some way, Eversio need to find a pick to be able to take this forward. We see Eversio giving out the fist bumps here. Feeling sportive. So Eversio are gonna be taking the slow game forward here. They're just gonna be stacking resources, trying not to get caught. And meanwhile here, Awaken gets full engaged on, but he's still alive, doesn't get stunned. A good looking attempt here from -1, but they do get deterred by Eyeglass's Zorn ult. Does this give space for -1 to go to Baron? Varsal might be face checking this, and yes, he is. He flashes away. The Bard ult goes wide, hits no one. Varsal jumps in. The damage is there from Ziggs this time. Swag falls low. Billy falls low too. And there it is. Mechanics gets the shutdown. We really need to take some time with these Bard ults. Let's see here. So far, it's a 1-for-1 play here. Jungle for support. Doesn't really give you enough confidence to go to Baron if you're Eversio. So okay, Eversio looking alive in these fights here. They are 6k gold down. But do not fret. We have Ornn upgrades on the way already. 3 out, 4 out, 5 out. Am I blind? Yeah, Eyeglass has successfully upgraded everyone's items. So the gold, although being 6k down, is still, it's maybe like a 2k down, you know, because of all the Ornn upgrades. So let's see. But this will be Dragon Soul, a very important dragon to take. Soul point, sorry. So whoever takes this dragon... Ooh, the hope was there for the Ziggs bomb, but yeah. So now, next dragon will be Dragon Soul for -1. But Hextech Dragon will definitely be a tough one to contest here in these fights. More attack speed is definitely not what Eversio wanted to give -1. You know, champions like Xin Zhao, Aphelios, attack speed means life or death. And meanwhile, the potential is there to pick up 2 Hextech Dragons for their own selves here. That would benefit Mechanics quite a lot. Now pretty much everyone's looking at that Baron. Yeah, it's really tough for Mechanics here to hold side lane against heal. Just the sheer magic resist on this Poppy is just too much. And to top things off here, Mechanics does not have any innate magic pen of his own at the moment. Iconic gets targeted here. Iglos drops the ult. There's the Ziggs ult. Is this all Eversio has in this fight? There's the Bard ult. It's wide again. Iconic gets targeted here. He does not make it out. Next up is Iglos on the menu. Varsal is on the side, getting pelleted by Teal. Denied his dash as well. Iglos falls on the meanwhile. And now Varsal is running back. Mechanics is here to try and intimidate. But -1. Take the quick 3-4-0. And go straight to Baron. Not too sure if Eversio could play that better, or if it's just a case of their champions just deal 0 damage at the moment against this incredible amount of magic resist. And shields and healing getting packed out of -1 here. Let's see here. This could be our last fight, guys. Varsal better flash out of that one. He needs to survive this engage. Iglos tries to create space. There's the ball dart that lands, but it denies the Ziggs ult. That's one down. Billy makes it away just barely. Iconic flashes forward, gets the kill. Looking like a messy fight so far. It's a 2-4-3. Mechanics and Awaken, the important ones, are still alive here. That can keep this match going. But there's the GA onto Xin Zhao. It's still available. I'm pretty sure he's not afraid to use it. Awaken flashes away, fearing the stun. And there's dash forward from Zil. Yun on the side. It's an open nexus. Mechanics and Awaken trying their best, but it won't be enough. And there it is. There's the last tap of the nexus as -1 gets the first win. What can I say? I have the t-shirts. I need them to have their wits about them coming into the next game. Guys, they're still playing it, and of course we cannot show something that's not available. So we can only show it once we are back. What's wrong with our chat? What is that? Can I... We'll change these assets in the coming days. Sorry, it looks so messed up. Let's see. Maybe like this at least you can see better. All right, there you go. Okay, so guys, I hope you enjoyed the casting here. And yeah, good game to -1. Eversio looked good in some moments, looked a bit off in some others. Of course, you'd expect it from the new lineup. They're going to be coming and going with different players as well. So let's see what they can muster up for game 2. Hopefully change a bit the draft. I think it was a bit too magic damage focused here. You need that DPS strength, but if not, you need to get your combos down to a T. I'd love to see more maybe out of Varsal and of course those Bard outs. If we're gonna pick it, I mean Awaken had some amazing Bard outs before, but Conic maybe feeling a bit shy on the first few matches here of him playing support again. You'll never know. Right now they're already in the next match here, and no one's playing the same champions, which is very nice. So I assume it's a fearless draft. Sadly, I don't have the drafter link, right? So yeah, we'll be waiting for them to come back, and until then, guys, stay tuned so we can watch this game too. I will let you guys know on Discord, I guess. I don't know, yeah, but let's see. Can I at least get the? No, I can't. Right? I can't even get the drafter link. Is there some way to find it from here? No, not really. Okay, so I don't have the draft link. We can't even talk a bit about draft, which is sad. But regardless, guys, see you guys soon. I'll be putting it back on the pause screen, and yeah, put it in the background. I'll message back on Discord when we're right back. Hello, I am back to cast for you game 2 of Eversio versus -1. A bit of back and forth in game 1, but I think a bit of a competitive as -1 did pick up the win. Hopefully Eversio will come back strong in game 2. It was a bit shorter of a match, so I assume the who's gonna be in the lead will be a bit more obvious starting off. So let's see who goes there. We will not be having a draft, unfortunately, right? We are working with replays, but it is, of course, a fresh game to you. So let's see how it goes. Alright, here we go, guys. We saw a strong presence out of Yoon in the last game. This time he's on Anivia. He really likes to play these annoying champions like the Talia, like the Anivia. Meanwhile, we have Mechanix on Veigar, a very strong pick at the current moment. We also have Varsal on the Zac. Aiglos shifted to Ambessa in the top lane against the Renekton. This could go either way topside. Usually Renekton favored, but we've seen Ambessa win it sometimes as well. Ambessa and Renekton both very strong top laners at the moment. We see -1 jungler here going for the Wukong against the Zac. It definitely helps both junglers want to kind of scale into that level 6 fantasy. Let's see how it goes. Iconic Awaken here on the Corki Nami against Varus Soraka. Battle of the poke here down bot. It's literally just that. We can see both sides here just pretty much just sharing autos and healing themselves right up. Both Corki and Varus deal so much damage. Oh, Billy forced to flash there as Iconic would land the bubble. I think Iconic on Nami, definitely more comfort here for him. Billy takes a lot of damage, but Swag returns the favor. Awaken. Just a bit of health. There's the first blood now. I hope this doesn't set the pace for the rest of the game here. It's gonna be a bit troubling if Eversio's bot lane does not function well. Let's see here, so much more calm these pro matches compared to your average solo queue matches, right? Aiglos is trading a bit aggressively here. He does manage to realize it, so forth, and backs off. He still has teleport available if he wants. Let's see here. A bit of a calm pacing in this match. Dragon will soon be spawning. Varsal gets the first gank off here. The abilities go wide. The bubble lands though from Iconic. But we really need to land these abilities to get the damage out, of course. Now, I don't think they would get a kill from it, but they want to get pressure around this dragon. Alright, goes better look out here. That's a level 6 crocodile. Oh, there's the bubble from Iconic. It does not land. And the blight stacks are enough. A double kill here in the bot lane. Billy and Swag also get to crash the wave. Although they're up in CS here in the bot lane, these plays are not working out. Igos in the meanwhile takes a ton of damage and just flashes away. This early game's looking quite rough at the moment. Yeah, Varsal is sitting on the ward. Teal knows it. And they're just gonna be keeping Varsal here. Free Dragon potentially as well. Let's see. And now that Varsal is gone, Teal will probably dive Iglos, and there it is. I've seen this in a TikTok once. Okay. Oh, nice attempt by Iglos here, but well played as well from Teal. Finding the mini wave, healing up in it. Iglos will be losing a wave here as well. It's a bit rough on top of the kill. Meanwhile, in the bot lane here, Eversio get into a fight. And they will be able to disengage here as they see the Wukong is around town with the level 6 ult. Now Varsal is coming up. Oh, there's the ult onto Iconic. Damage is there. Awaken tries to find Billy, but not before Swag takes down Iconic. It's a lot of damage coming out of the Varus, and it's definitely an AP Varus here with the Dusk and Dawn item. We see Varsal here trying to find a gank. He gets the Q, but the flash from Yoon is enough to deter this gank. Eversio having a bit of a hard time in this match. They just need to find their footing, get those fights in. It's really the bot lane they have the most problems with, of course, but the CS is still there. Awaken is down 1k gold at the moment on his counterpart. Definitely not a small amount to scuff at. So here Igos finds the pressure onto Teal. There's the Zac engage. Directly forced to ult. Soraka ults as well, healing him more. And there's Igos ult here, and there is the kill as well. Varsal gets the kill. Steel drops. Now Eversio have used 2 ultimates there, and the kill won't be enough to get the grabs from it. So despite getting the kill, not much is taken. We see Iglos continuing to push. He might be in a bit of a difficult position here. Oh no, Iconic. In a bit of trouble there. Does manage to sidestep the ult and baits in the Varus. Varsal is there to react this time and forces the Varus to flash. We've not seen much out of the monkey, but he's up in CS here. He's 4 camps up on Varsal at the moment. Varsal finishing his rocket belt. He'll be dealing a lot of damage on the Zac. Both top laners have got their Eclipse, but it seems like Teal is making the better use of it. Iglos forced to flash on his own engage. He really is not aware of this matchup at all. He's having a bit of a hard time finding his footing. Meanwhile here in the bot lane here, Awaken and Iconic still working out the kinks of this role swap. It came at a bit of a detrimental time. Let's see here, Teal gets engaged on by Varsal and Iglos. The Q2 does not connect from Varsal. Meanwhile here, bot lane, Awaken are gonna get a lot of damage, but here comes the monkey, there's the ult used. And Swag is on a rampage, thanks to the Wukong gank. That's 2 kills for Eversio, and we got 1 in the top lane here. Steel goes down to Varsal. Eversio are finding plays, just the tempo of things is going a bit too fast for them. Especially here in the bot lane, they have a big trouble point at the moment. Let's see if they can recover. Mahanix here could get caught out in a dangerous play. Iconic is trying to help the heal used to give them space. Versus still trying to find their footing. Iglos finding better trades in the top side as well. Question is, will they be able to get this dragon? Varsal is here to check things out. Okay, must be a misclick here from the Soraka. Iglos engages onto Teal. Trading ult for ult. Interesting choice here. Maybe he wants to burn the ult here from the Renekton. And keep playing these short trades. I think that's very clever from Iglos. He also baits out the W there for people that didn't see it. Let's see, we haven't talked about these stacks here on Mechanics. Currently sitting on 146 extra AP. He's gonna be scaling up to be a menace. He is evil, stop laughing, he said. Of course, the gold lead leaves little to be desired here. 4k gold up for -1. But at least in terms of items, Eversio is still on par. They have not yet started to fall back significantly. Let's see, Varsal finds some damage here onto Teal. It is in exchange for this Herald though. I love this Veigar skin. It's so nice, so green. Blends really well with the lane in general. Let's see. We are 3 minutes away from Baron. And -1 are just chilling, hanging out. They do have a bit of pressure to try and get something done, as Varus has a full item on Awaken. A 5v5 breaking out here could be a bit catastrophic for Eversio. I don't know if they're aware of it yet or if they're considering it an option, but it seems like they're preferring to play a bit slowly towards the top lane, leaving Swag alone against Mechanics, which I think might be a bit of a dangerous play. Mechanics, I believe, has enough damage to potentially one-shot this Varus. Yeah, that Baron timer is getting ever so close. Used to be the Atakan spawning on 20 minutes, now it's back to Baron, as it used to be, but this time Baron is a lot stronger and resistances are reduced significantly more. At the pace we're going, -1 should have this next Baron fight for sure. But you'll never know with Eversio. Ooh, blink and you miss it. Iconic gets deleted from the map. It doesn't really feel like Iconic, to be honest. It feels like somebody is using his account, or maybe he's feeling a bit sick today, but having a bit of a rough time in today's matches. Happens to the best of us. Let's see the quiet moment before the storm, guys. Stay tuned. I am smelling a big fight happening soon. Wygos does manage to kite out the stun. Here comes Varsal. Steals half the wave. And the Renekton engages with the ult. He has a lot of damage. I'm not too sure if Eversio have the damage to do this. There's the Nami ult. It goes wide. Renekton gets a picture perfect Q. Gets 3 health. And now Aigos goes in, he gets exhausted. Here comes the remainder of -1. Jung gets the kill onto Varsal. Aigos falls as well. Iconic, not having a great time on the fish. A play Eversio engaged on, but sadly took too long to take down that Renekton. And now -1 fancy themselves a Baron. They didn't even manage to take down the Renekton, he just teleports on back bot lane. And now threatens Awaken, who is forced to flash over the wall there. So Eversio are now up against the walls against a Soul Points Grubs Baron -1. Alright, Teal once again in a 3v1. Let's see if he can get it. Awaken doesn't have flash. Let's see, he goes forward. Now he does not have the dominance yet. And the Abyssal goes wide there. Meanwhile, Billy just heals Teal up. And that's it. We use teleport for this, which is a bit sad. This resource could have been better utilized maybe. It's a bit rough once again, I have to mention this, but it's a bit tough when you get new lineups also consistent. Different playstyles, different mentalities, it takes a while to get things sort of ironed out. Let's see, Varsal dealing a lot of damage, but the healing from Soraka is just too much. No anti-heal on the Versus side. Aiglos came in from the side there, but he found 4. With his team not being able to respond. Now Mechanics comes down to throw a rainbow. And it just so happens rainbows are not enough of a deterrent for -1. They take that tier 2 turret with ease and now are bashing on both side lane tier 2 turrets. It's looking a bit rough here. There's the stun, Varsal goes in. He does not get the connect. Oh no, the virus Q from the side is too strong. Varsal goes down, Swag is godlike. Awaken tries to deal the damage. Alright, Aiglos is on the chase. He ults Yun trying to get away. Aiglos almost found a way out of that one. He's just one level away from being able to potentially get enough health from his passive and damage. Sadly it does not work out, and that's an Ocean Dragon on top of all the healing they have already. -1 just pick up one of the stronger dragons in terms of not being able to take you out. So they're gonna be healing so much. Spirit Visage here on Wukong or Renekton goes a long way as well. See here, Varsal finds Swag. In the meanwhile, in the top lane here, Iglos and Mechanics trying to fend off the Wukong and Anivia. A lot of back and forth fights here across the map. They're closing in onto the base here. -1 look untouchable at the moment. Mechanics dishing out a nice bit of damage there. There's Varsal trying to find the engage. He ults and he flashes. Gets a big knock up. But there's no follow up here. We see Teal on the side onto Mechanics. Varsal falls. Mechanics follows. And down goes Iglos as well. This could be the end of the match, dear folks and ladies and gentlemen. Eversio not finding great success in the first 2 matches of the UKL. -1. Coming out on top here. Honestly, not too bad, Eversio. Just need to tighten things up. Get those strategies aligned with this new lineup. But better luck next time. Hey, we don't need to see the enemy's victory, do we? Alright guys, a bit of a sad day for Eversio supporters. We're gonna be starting off the series with a 2-0 loss. But don't fret guys, just like Lost Ratons will come back at times you least expect it. Eversio always does. See you all next Thursday until we face off our next opponents. Stay tuned on Discord for any updates to see when the next matches will be happening. And until then guys, it's been a pleasure to cast for you. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you all next time. Good night.